Yeah, da da da. Da 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 da. Finally, there we go. Hello everybody. Welcome to yet another eDTM on a Saturday that I had forgotten about and I was busy anyway, so whatever. Right, let's do a pop-out chat so I can see it better. Come on, pop-out chat, there you go, get in there. Let's do pop-out chat over there. Let's do that down there. And then I can see two things I need to look at. Hello Mr. Vines, how you doing? Right, so let's go to spectate. See who we got, and let's change the settings to display all. Who we got? We're on board with Diako. Okay. So there's Ian, Cars Ion 9. Oh, Rue and Diako both in chat. Hello. Rue, no, not Rue, Damo and Diako both in the chat along with Mr. Christian Vines. Okay, so I've been reliably informed by Diako himself that the cat is not in the room, but I'm here to warn you, Dirk, that the cat, your wife and your kids are all watching this, and at the right moment they're going to just burst in the door and they're all going to sit on you. You're going to get screaming kids, a cat will sit on you, then the kids will run around you, then your wife will say, can you come and do this for a minute please? Just saying, that's what's going to happen. We all know that. I am joined today by the wonderful Ant, Pagan Ant, as you know him in the chat. Say hello. Hello. And we are sat here after a day out. I'm going to share the photographs that Ant took of the cars that we saw at the Victorian Extravaganza in Llandudno, North West Wales, or sort of North West Mid Wales, Conwy County. Anyway. Let's have a look. So, Nick, let's turn this down a bit so I can hear myself think. Don't want too much feedback. This is Nick from Southend. Oh no, everything's happening now. It's all changed. It's all changed. Why has it changed? Qualifying. We have 15 minutes qualifying for round... Oh! Unsafe release. Oh, they're stuck together now. Oh no, they're not. Round 5, Sardegna, which people know as Sardinia, but it's not that. The island off the west coast of sunny Italy. I have a Rue next to me. Yes, you do. Good luck, everybody. Right, so let's go through the cars. Anyone that's used to this lot, so we have Ian, knows everybody anyway. Ian, let's go on board. We like going on board, so we can see them. Tyson, Ian, Diako, no cat. Nick, Southend, he's screaming V10. See if he can win this one. Damo, doing a great job in his Porsche Beetle as usual. Peter from Poland joins us. Follow me 78, who became DTR FM 78. Dirky Dirk, Mujalina, another one in a nice Porsche. Oh, is that a new? That's a new livery. Oh yeah, it's got an Apple livery. Oh. And that's not a modern Apple livery. That's like an old-fashioned Apple. And then we have Andre, Andre, who with Diakobub Dirk and Andre had the most fantastic finish of the last race, where they both ran out of petrol at slightly different times. Diako ran out of petrol just after Andre, but it caught him out on the last corner, so he hit the wall, and Andre then managed to overtake him at about 5 to 8 kph. Chrissy Vines! Everyone's in these Mercedes. Chrissy Vines with his Remus. I wonder if anyone's got Romulus on their car. Who else haven't we got yet? No. We're there. Come on, where are you? We're missing the Scandinavians. There's one. Our Norwegian madman. Enra. in his BMW. Was ist this thing? I don't know, I'm doing a German accent. He's from Norway. Where's... There, oh, I'm just going past him. Moruga Scorpion, Mika. Another one is in a Porsche. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Mercedes, AMG Mercedes GTs, 3 Porsches I think I saw there, and an Aston Martin, and a lonely Lamborghini. Good. Right, let's have a quick look at who's going fastest at the moment. They've all had 4 odd minutes, 3.5 minutes to play. Ian is currently fastest. No one set a time yet. Ooh. No one set a time, but fastest sectors have been done by Chrissy Vines, as I've jinxed Nick. So let's go on board with the boss. Who's... No, not the boss. There's the boss. Let's go on board with the boss. Let's actually go on board with the boss. It's obviously raining where he is because he's got his windscreen wipers on. He's coming to end of the lap. Chrissy Vines takes the top time. 1:43.8. So he's 4th. Chrissy Vines with a 1:41, so 2.5, more than 2.5 seconds faster. Ian 1:42.4, so he's 1.3 seconds slower. Oh, Mudgelina Dirk 1:43 dead, 1:43.1. Mika. Oh, Mika having fish slappers, tail slappers. No, we've got new words. We are depending whether I remember that it's actually tail slapper. I'll sometimes say fish slapper because it's slapping, but it's the right place and it can happen in a car. Unlike tank slappers, which can't. So let's see. Paul, hello. What's happening? Dude, so Mika, 1:47. We currently have Chrissy Vines, 1:41.2. 1:41.24 for Ian. Mudgelina, 1:43.1. Mika, 1:47.6. Diako, 1:43. So I don't know what's gone on there. Something weird has happened with Diako. He's got a faster time, but he's listed as further down. Damo 1:51.5. Peter from Poland 1:49. So, okay, this list, they're just all right. Let's press this button here instead. That tells you what it is. I know we're not seeing the action, but deal with it. Okay, so Vinesy has just gone even faster. He's now 1:40.9. So it's 1:41 dead nearly. 1:41, so half second slow. We got Diako, Mudgelina, almost identical time. It's hundredths of a second difference. There we've got 5/10ths of a second difference to Ian. Damo 1:42.7. I don't know whether he likes this track, but he's significantly faster. So these guys seem to be in a little league of their own. And then you've got Peter from Poland leading the midfield group. Is that what I suppose we could call that? The midfield teams, the midfield group. See, 1:47.2, 1:47.6 for Mika from Finland. Nick, who's pretty quick on a normal day, 1:48.3. Oh, Tyson's just gone fastest with a 1:40.5. Super duper. It's interesting, he's got the fastest sector 3, whereas Vinesy has got the fastest sector 2. Let's just finish this quickly. We've got Andre in 10th on a 1:53, and Enra's not set a time yet. Let's go on board with Mr. Vines and see what he can do. So we all should know this track. It has tightening bends, fast sweepers, some hideous left-handers. So he's gone faster, and he's 25 thousandths of a second slower than Tyson. That's pretty close. So it's a titanic battle. He's got the fastest Sector 2 and 3. So what he needs to do is sort out Sector 1 and he'll be there. Let's go on board with Tyson now and see if he can respond. Excuse me, I've just had my din-dins. We've had a lovely day out, as I said. Shouted at some hideous children that were being really disruptive on the bus doing my head in. And their response was, your phone's crap. I haven't done anything. Yes. And this is why the human race is screwed. Okay. What's he got? What's he got? What's he got? Oh, he's done it. 140.8, so a little bit slower. So let's see what Vines can do, because he's only getting faster. Now remember, you don't get no yeah, okay. Trying too hard. He's reaching for the time, so there is 6 minutes left. He can collect himself and do another lap. He is listening. Oh, Richie Roo, hello. How you doing? Let's go on board with somebody else. Finally, Enra's set a time, 140.8. So we've got the aliens at the front there, all in the 140s. Followed by the sort of nearly aliens. Followed by the fast but normal people. Oh, Enra. Coming to blows with a left-hander. Then you get the right-hander. But you get these nasty left-handers, these 90 left-handers, and just understeering it into the barrier every time. Nasty. Waffle. Come on. Come on. 5 minutes to go. So look at this nasty left-hander. You either turn in too tight and smack into that inside wall, or go around it too fast and smack into the Armco or end up on the grass. That's quick enough. This one's not too bad, but again, if you dip wheels onto the grass there, even not very good. And this one also awful. Also, you got to watch getting your foot down on the way out. You want to take this as fast as you can, but you don't want to end up on that grass because you want to get a good start down this long straight. 142. Okay, so something's gone on there. Vines is on the end of his next fast lap. Can he get back on pole position? No. 140 point. Another fast time though. 140.9. So he's able to do 140.9s quite nicely. We have 4 minutes left. Let's stay on board with him, but we're going to go in there because I know Richie likes that. Watch the entire lap. This combination, this chicane is really difficult, because if you go faster on the first bit, then you're compromised in your position for hitting the second apex properly. This one, easy to turn too tight, hit the inside wall. This one is a case of full throttle, dance it around these little bends. You go out to the little bus stop area here, or not, and just dance it around there. And then you got the first of the nasty left-handers. Get the braking right, don't hit the wall on the inside, don't power understeer onto the grass or into the Armco. Don't reach for the times, take it easy, there you go, that's where he messed up before, so he didn't mess up this time. Excellent stuff. Nasty left-hander. Number 2. So it's patience and control. It's very difficult to have both at the same time while being fast. Or sitting on a bus with a bunch of horrible, snotty little kids. They've all got these scooters on the bus. 140.6. Oh, still slower than his previous time, but he's getting quicker. Right, let's go to someone we've not played around to watch. So we got, I like to sort of give everybody a chance. So we're going to go on board with Damo. Look at that big wing. On board with his toilet roll sticking out of the dashboard. GTS, the gloves smaller. GTS, the gloves smaller and don't obscure the vision as much. What, compared with GT7, Paul? See how this message monitor indeed. Yes, you've got a spanner, haven't you? I'll give you a spanner. Ant's got a spanner, so Ant will be watching out for you all, killing you all. How many people are watching? Serality, Paul says yes, so the bigger gloves on the Gran Turismo 7, okie dokie. Yes, bigger hands. So, let's see, the back end's definitely not stepping out on the chap, which is what I keep finding on this car. And he doesn't. Must be the skill, must be. Final corner. He's kept his foot down. Didn't understeer wide. Oh, while we were looking at Damo, Vinesy has gone fastest. 141, 107 for Damo. Excellent. So it's sixth. Let's have a look at Vines. He's in the pits. Let's have a look at the times then. Okie dokie. Let's have a quick look at the times. We've got a few minutes left. So it's Christian Vines, followed by TNT Tyson. 0.2 of a second. He finally got the fastest first sector. Now, it doesn't tell me what his potential lap time could have been, because he had the fastest sector. Oh, he did have, because Enra's just gone fastest sector 2, so he's on a fast one. Let's just see if fastest lap Tyson. Nope, can't grab it back. Can Enra? Let's go and find Enra. On board with Enra. Will Enra be able to steal? Is it currently third on the grid? Will he be able to steal second or first? 2 minutes 40 seconds left. Nice and quick go around there. On 40. No, 41. So too slow. So we got the fastest sector 2, I believe it was it? Yes, fastest sector 2. So, okay, so far we have Christian Vines, followed by Tyson from the United States of America, followed by Enra from Norway, followed by Ian from United States of Britain, followed by Diakobub Dirk from United States of Germany, Europe, followed by Damo from the United States of Bristol, followed by Mudgelina Dirk from the United States of somewhere else in German, followed by Peter from Poland, who lives in Britain, England in fact, followed by Andre from the United States of, I think he's from Wuppertal. Is it Wuppertal? Where is he? Hold on, let me just have a look at my little thing. I've got my little thing. Dortmund. United States of Dortmund. Followed by Mika from Finland. The United Midges of Scorpion Land. Flying scorpions. That's what Finnish midges are like. Like that. So, just about, they're all just going round. They've all, no one's trying to go fast anymore. Let's see. I'd like to point out that Ian's being very unusual, and at no point is he building sandcastles or spinning on the spot. Diako's parked up. I think what he's doing is he's being destroyed. Oh no, Ian's decided to go in the grass. He's probably been eaten by his pet tiger. Damo cruising round. Mudgelina sat in the pits having a coffee. Peter from Poland just looking at the view. Everyone. Andre. Oh, of course he's disappeared. Yes, he's gone. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, gosh, it's so unfair. It spoils our fun as well as theirs because we like to see these people race. And honestly, I mean, like in the last time I saw Damo and Nick racing each other, there was all sorts going on. So, yes, let's have a look what we got. Yeah, it's the Mercs, AMG Mercedes, all that kind of stuff. Right, so I've got to leave. Oh no, I was too slow leaving the room. Oh, I keep doing this. Come on, palm crap thing. See, if I had my brain switched on and not reading something, I would have left, and then I could come back in and see everything nicely. Oh, because this stupid glitch. Good luck, everybody. Oh, and it's a good start by Vinesy. Good start by Tyson. These two are moving away, but Tyson is got the outside. Oh god, this is why I hate that angle, because you can see nothing. Oh, he's got the corner. A bit of argy-bargy going on behind. It looks like a bunch of people have gone off. So Andre was the loser in that one. He was tail slapping about and all sorts. Damo doing his usual thing of just taking it easy, or he was possibly killed by somebody. That happens. Let's see, another corner for everyone to kill each other on. But they're not killing each other anymore. Only in turn one. Tyson is putting the pressure on. Vines. That's Nick from Southend. Time to invest in whatever it is you want, frankly. Oh, Enra's trying to get the power down in that BMW and it didn't like it. He was doing a fishtail. That wasn't a slapper, that was a nice gentle flick. So we have at the moment DWT Christian Vines of Vines Racing and Department of Work and Pensions Racing in the lead, followed by Tyson from upstate America. I don't know if it is actually upstate, but I just wanted to say upstate. I could say the Midwest. Is he from the Midwest? Yeah, that's not good. That's from Nick. That's not good at all. Okay, let's see what's going on behind. Enra is keeping in touch, but there's 1.2 second gap, so it's outside. See, Tyson's in slipstream range. Enra is not. Diakobub is not in slipstream range. Now you can see you try and get around that one, but you've got to get a nice wide entrance for that one to get a good exit. 1.9 seconds behind. Pete from Poland. 2 seconds behind, but understeer, Arriva, understeer. Arriva being the bus company. Mugelina Dirky Dirk, who's being pressured by the Ian, who seems to have lost a few places. It seems that Peter from Poland has gained a few places and Ian has lost. Now, for those that don't know, what we have here are GT3 or Group 3 cars. Damo's making his way forward. I just want to... Stuff's happening here. You have to do a pit stop. There is fuel use and tyre wear. You have to use both a soft and a medium tyre. There is no maximum number of pit stops. We have had quite a few situations where either fueling... Oh, Ian! I'll get back to that in a second. I just want to say Ian just got the back tyre on the grass, and that span him. It's very unfortunate. So Mika's bringing up the rear, biding his time on racing softs, half tank of fuel. Ian is on the racing mediums, half tank of fuel. Andre racing mediums, half tank of fuel in his Aston Martin with screaming V8, V12. See, compromise his entrance to that corner, which means it's a bit slower and you lose a bit of time. But if you go slow around the previous corner, someone can dive up the inside of you. What are you going to do? You've got to try and get around this one without understeering into the Armco there, though it is possible to do. It depends how the penalties are set. If I remember correctly, this has got weak track limits penalties and no collision penalties. You can see Pete from Poland challenging Mudgelina Dirky Dirk. So this is going to be a good three-way battle as the lap 3 commences, or continues I should say. Making that corner shorter. Oh, harder to get the power down, but a little bit on the grass. Let's see how Damo does this. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's so easy to turn too sharp or a little bit too early, and then you just clip the inside. So Pete from Poland had a bit of a problem there, and he's got his indicator on. He's having a bit of an issue. Damo's got the slipstream on him. What's going on? Damo's got him. Slip past. Corner 1, you've got to get the line just right, but if you're going too fast around it, you end up in that gravel and you lose tons of time. That one can be a full throttle, Majiggy. So Damo now needs to make a bit of time away, but now you see, look how much time was made up there by Peter from Poland by taking a wider line into the second part of that chicane, and now understeering around here a bit hard. He's turned in a bit later to give himself a good drive out. And they're about... Okay, so Damo's managed to nearly pull out enough time to get Peter out of his slipstream range. It's about 3/4 of a second. So if he can get more than 3/4 of a second, so Peter's good on the brakes there, but it's how it works on the exit, because Damo was quite tidy. Status quo. Okay, he's outside slipstream range right now at 0.8 of a second. At the front we can see that Chrissy Vines is still in the lead, Tyson still in second, Enra still in third. But now Damo is starting to challenge Mudgelina. He's not in slipstream range yet, but he is catching him up. He's now 1.4 seconds ahead of Pete from Poland. So there's going to be no catching up on this. We have Diakobub Dirky Diako, owner of Killer Cats and Race Killer Wives and Families. Because there was a situation where the cat and everyone was just ruining everything for him. Oh, let's move this. It was a bad day around. He was not what you call a happy chappy. But he's putting a bit of pressure on Enra. So the top 4 are all in sight of each other. A Brit, this is going to sound like one of these jokes, isn't it? A Brit, an American, a Norwegian and a German entered a race. Or in this case, entered a corner. So you can see in the distance, Chrissy Vines has got quite a commanding lead. But Diako is definitely putting the pressure. Squiggly squiggle, oh, more squiggles! It's because it's a BMW. Not a fan. I like the M1. Spoke. I quite like the E36, is it? Or is it 46? M3. I've driven one of those. Oh, it's on the inside! He's gone for it! Oh, but now, see, that's what happens when you go up the inside of someone in a nasty turn, though it is an overtaking place, and then stamp your foot on the accelerator, or you start getting eaten by a domestic tiger. He was putting pressure on and now is outside of slipstream range. If only the Germans had patience. They would have realised that they'd be paying for the EEC and they'd be in charge anyway. All the French wanted is cheese and lots of agricultural policies that give them the rights to everything, like cabbage. Though the guillotine was actually invented in Halifax, the UK. I've seen a replica of it in Halifax, in the UK. It's kind of more of a cut in the middle. Right, let's go on board with Enra. Enra is putting as much pressure as Dirk. He's putting on him, he's putting it on Tyson. Tyson probably has a mountain lion problem, not so much as a domestic cat, but look at that, he's right there. Now let's have a look at these tyres. Let's see, so, oh, Damo has got past Muggelina. I'm glad I managed to just catch that for a second. That was a dive up the inside, but and again, the wonderfully fair racing. There was no sort of argy-bargy there. That was good. Porsche on Porsche. Yes, Damo's really going for it. Medium tyres, but he's got an eighth of a tank. The fuel's going. Best one for fuel at the moment. Pete from Poland. He's probably on a lower setting. Ian's also doing very well with fuel, and his tyres are looking in pretty good nick. Maruga down on the fuel. Tyres are looking in good nick, and they're racing softs. So there's only what was that? Right, Damo and Chrissy Vines. Chrissy Vines in from the lead into the pits. He will be going on the soft tyres, unless he's doing a weird two-stop strategy. Excuse me, I need to cough. Right, and we're back from coughing. So, Enra has got past, we missed this, Enra has got past Tyson. Let's have a look at the tyres. But he's nearly out of fuel. Tyson, however, his tyres in better condition and he has more fuel. He's not giving up. It's not like he's going, no, I'm going to let you go away. He's not having that. No, not our Tyson. He won't have that at all. So, but Enra's definitely on. Enra's switched, I think, turned his engine up. It's going for it, but he's got to come in this lap or he won't be coming in at all. So these medium tyres, they're not wearing very much. Nearly outbraked himself there. Oh, back end. I will put power down, he said in a different voice. Oh, Tyson getting some sparks off the Armco onto the main straight, and in he comes. So Tyson inherits the lead. He was only just behind him, so he's got at least another lap left, maybe two, and his tyres are looking in very good condition. Very good condition. Diako's come in as well, so we have 4 people in the pits right now. Yep, just checking. Diako, Muggelina, Enra and Andre. All 3 Germans and a Norwegian enter the pits. How do you finish that joke? Ian, 3 seconds behind Pete from Poland, who's 13.5 seconds behind Tyson. The ones we've got to look for, 16 seconds further behind Ian, is Chrissy Vines on his racing softs with full tank. So it's looking like it's not, this track is not wearing these tyres as much as other tracks we've been on. So this is why people are going short fueled, because they all start with 60 litres, I believe, short fueled on the mediums, so that the hit on their lap times is less, because it's not affecting them as much. Oh, he's pushing hard. He doesn't want to end up behind. He doesn't want his tic-tacs to cost him the race. He's made up a second on Ian in the last few corners. This should be very interesting. Let's see how Tyson's doing. Tyson will be in the pits. Let's see. Will Peter from Poland. So the top 3 in front of Chrissy Vines will all come in the pits. So Tyson's got in the pits. Let's see. Peter from Poland will come in the pits. Yep. Ian coming around the final corner as well. Going in the pits. So we are now on board with Chrissy Vines, who looks like he lost a bit of time because he was 15 seconds and now he's 18 seconds behind. Who knows what that means? He's going past them all. They're all still in the pits. We can see no one coming out. They've all come out behind him. He is now 2.5, 3 seconds. Let's see how this settles down as Tyson gets up to speed. Tyson has come out ahead of Enra. So the pit stops work for him. That extra lap in clear air without anyone in the way. Diako only 2 seconds behind Enra. Diako we're wanting to be putting... Now, will it be that Diako will be putting pressure on the people on Enra ahead of him, or will he be working with them to catch up to the people in front and maybe get better podium places for them all? So, Enra 1.3 seconds behind. Is he making up any time on him? Was Tyson playing a clever game with his fuel strategy, giving him that extra lap? It's about 1.3 seconds. Does it continue to be 1.3 seconds? Yeah, it's pretty close, pretty similar. So he's not catching up at this point. And he's not losing Diako. So, 9 laps in. We are past halfway. Only 14 minutes of this half-an-hour race left to go. Oh, squirrely. He made up a bit of time there, even with the squirrelies. Okay, so Chrissy Vines is coming up. Just started lap 10. Plenty of fuel. Racing soft tyres. About 3 seconds ahead of Tyson, who we can see coming around that corner behind in the distance. There he is, Tyson, and just behind him Enra, and then just behind him by a bit, 3 seconds, Diako. Damo has got Diako in his sights, but he's got Mujolina Dirky Dirk right there. He's not free of him. They've all got the racing softs on. The only one that should be any different now will be Maruga Scorpion, who's on the mediums. Oh, not having a good time at the back there, but he's keeping going. And of course we lost Nick because every single wheel that he's ever owned has died. So I was going to come back to that, wasn't I? Just, you know, handlebars. Well, I was just wondering, you know, I was told years ago, I was never a particular Nigel fan, right? Our Nige. But I like Nige, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't a sort of a particular fan of his. But I was told by somebody once that he seemed to break all of his cars. Because he was a bit... And there is one common denominator with all of those wheels, and that's the nut that sat behind it. And I wonder, Nick, you know when you're turning it, are you like... I've met a few Southend people. I used to work with one. Plus my mother's from Dagenham. I know it's not quite the same Southend. Either that, or we need to build him a really strong wheel. Like, made out of granite, cast iron, huge titanium ball bearings. Damascus steel, yes. Get Japanese sword manufacturers to make it for him. Yes. But not the paint or tiles. He needs to drive a Saab. Not a modern one, an old one. Right. Well, the Volvos are were strongly made. It's just they can't go around corners. When I had one, but it was the only crash I had, and it was in a Volvo, and it was because the Volvo couldn't go around a corner. But when I hit the two walls, it was very safe. Whereas in the Vauxhall Nova, which would have killed me if I'd hit the walls, it just went around the corner. As did every Saab I've owned. An FSO Polonaise I owned went around the corner better than that Volvo did, which is saying something. So, Tyson has caught up by nearly a second with our Vines. Cr is his nickname, by the way, along with Kirsten, Chrissy, but not Christopher. I suppose not Christopher could be also a nickname for him. Who's that? Not Christopher. Anyway, he's catching up. Could this be because he's definitely using less fuel? Look at that. Tyson is definitely using less fuel. So I reckon Tyson went on a fuel save earlier on because he had that extra lap, didn't he? Over Enra, who's still about the same, 1.1 seconds behind, which is what he was a couple of laps ago. 10 minutes to go. Ladies, gentlemen, aliens, funny people, cheapskates, not cheapskates, rollerblades. 10 minutes to go. We have started lap 12 at the front. Oh, Enra's got a swerve on. He's inside slipstream range. It looks like he might have turned his power up, and they've got very similar fuel, but Tyson's tyres are definitely in better condition. But he's right there. Let's have a look at Chrissy's tyres. They're a bit more worn than Tyson's. So Tyson's looking after his tyres, and he's got a bit more fuel. However, Chrissy's got more fuel than... Enra's pushing hard. He's on the grass. He's trying to be a rally driver again. Oh, he's putting the power down. I wonder if he's got haptic controls. Right, we've got a similar sort of gap between Muggelina and Damo. The battle of the Beetles. Sorry, Porsches. What? Engines in the back. Porsche designed them both. Exactly. We've seen quite a few of them. Well, the actual cars and everything. A lovely Carman gear, wasn't there?
Oh God, yeah.
Nice Carman gear.
I had a bit of a price.
He stood there and started taking photographs of it. We also saw in the middle of Sandid a fully restored Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost, which I dribbled over and he took photographs of, because I've seen the original Silver Ghost that was at Bewley when I was 10 years old. Oh, we've joined Enra at a good time. Oh, what's going on? Tried to go around the outside, then tried to turn back in, but he was just alongside him. He just misjudged that slightly. No deliberate argy-bargy, I don't think, but he's got the switch back. Has he done the old switcheroo? Not the right bit of road to try it on, because it immediately went into several other wiggly bits. Come on, Enra, none of that. Oh, they're all on the grass. They're all on the grass. Muggelina, right. I mean, there's two places to look here. There's probably other places as well, but, you know, I can't look at them all. Pete from Poland and Andre are having a big battle. I need several PlayStations. So, yeah, I just can't do it, can I? They're alongside. Enra's alongside. Tyson into the first corner, and he's got it. He's fought his way past. But his tyres are much more worn than Tyson's. Tyson, oh! Big slide, big slide. Not even a helter-skelter like the one we saw here, and he's on the grass. He's pushing so hard. Will this end up being a rally driving Mac attack situation? Oh, back end's going, back end's going. He's not able to take some of these corners as well because he just hasn't got the grip. This is very exciting. Meanwhile, nearly 2 seconds ahead, Chrissy Vines is cruising along. 6 minutes to go. We will get to lap, what, 16, do you reckon? 1 minute 40, 6 minutes to go. We might get to lap 17. You never know.
Can you imagine doing this
Especially those little ones we saw.
Oh yeah,
Tyson's still there. Oh, he's pushing very hard. He managed to keep it together, but he lost a bit of time. Let's go back quick. So we've still got Diakobub in fourth, who is 7, nearly 8 seconds behind, so we can't see this battle. 3 seconds behind him is Damo. Half a second behind him is Muggelina. So these two are going to be scrapping to the end. 10 seconds behind them is Peter from Poland, who has managed to gap Andre. Did he overtake Andre to get to that position, or was he just being threatened and had to turn his power up? But again, the tyres are all starting to wear now. Ian's back in a lonely. He's a minute ahead of Maruga Scorpion, Mika, but he's what's he up to? He's trying to get drift points again. He keeps doing this. He likes his drift points.
well, obviously you say you've got all the Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. So okay. How many points would you give that drift? I don't know what the normal scoring is, but we're going to do our own.
Oh,
3, 3.5 out of 10?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
See better, could be better.
see, I think that's a bit harsh. I was going to give him a 5 to 6 for that one.
Yeah.
You're just mean. Anyway, so it looks like the Aston Martin of Andre has dropped back and is dropping back, but he's got a secure 8th, no problem there. Hit from Poland, charging along. Muggelina. So we have 3 Porsches in a line. Damo showing how difficult it is to get around that corner without understeering or oversteering. But Muggelina is now a second behind him, so it seems Damo's managed to pull a bit of time on him to get out of slipstream range. Oh, we managed to keep off the grass there. 3 seconds ahead. You got Diakobub, another lonely one. 4 minutes. Oh, what was that? That was Mika. Mika's having fun doing spins. Unfortunate, bless him. So we've missed Tyson getting back past Enra. Lap 16, remember that? And he's got a bit of a gap on him, and he's after Chrissy Vines. He knows he's only got 3 minutes, so 2 laps. This might go to lap 18, you never know. But Enra hasn't finished with Tyson yet. Tyson is not in slipstream range. Let's have a look at the fuel. Tyson's got a lot more fuel, so he's able to have his power setting higher. His tyres are in very good condition. You can see there. So I'm going to look at this from the position of Enra, who's charging after him. But his tyres are absolutely on the way to being destroyed. He's got a quarter tank. He's got less fuel, but he's got less than Tyson, but more than Chrissy. Oh, Tyson's putting the power down a bit too fiercely, losing the back end a bit. Managed to collect it, but 0.2 of a second. Pete from Poland making that a nice short corner. Cutting the grass. Oh, he's giving him a bit of a bump draft, trying to work together. He knew he couldn't get past, so he was just kind of helping him along a bit. I guess that's what it is. Tyson on the gravel. Tyson on the gravel. Cost him a lot of time exiting corner 2 and allowed Enra to get past. But, oh, again, Enra having difficulty putting the power down. This is all allowing Chrissy Vines to breathe aside. Oh, he's got no grip. He can't get around that corner. He's got no grip. Tyson's on the outside. Will he be able to keep on the outside for this next bit? No, not quite, but he's there. Will he get it Up the inside now. No, but will he be able to get him on the brakes? Enra's defending. Tyson's outbraked himself. No, he's outbraked himself. He's outbraked himself. He went for the dive, but he just couldn't stop it in time. Let me just have a quick look. His tyres are in so much better condition than either Chrissy Vines or Enra's. Look at that. Oh, Enra's on the grass. Sparks from the Armco, yes. Tyson's still there. We have 40 seconds remaining. They're coming to the last lap, or they're coming to the end of the lap. Will they get over the line? Henry won't want them to get over the line, but they will. There is going to be an 18th lap. He's got full power. He's got the slipstream. Tyson's drafting past. Will he be able to make it stick on corner one? Can he stop? Can he stop? He's got to stop, because if he doesn't stop here, he did it. He's got to keep it together to keep second place on this final lap. So there will be people. So Diakobub started lap 18. Damo started lap 18. Mudgelina started lap 18. Everyone further back has finished. So Pete from Poland is 7th. Andre 8th. I think Ian's too far around the lap for me to follow to the end. Ian and Maruga. I think Mika's going to get the checkered flag now. Yes, he is. So Ian's got to do another lap to get his checkered flag. It's really weird. Okay, everyone 6th, 7th, 4th and 3rd are all... He's on fumes. Is that it? Right, okay, because they had the surprise 18th lap. And his tyres, his right tyres, front and rear, are a 3rd red on the... Oh, he turned and then he couldn't turn and couldn't brake. The thing is, Chris, he's got to stay ahead of Tyson. Has he got enough? Will he run out of fuel? Oh, so Chris, Tyson, and then Enra. Big spin going over there. So the podium is Chrissy Vines, Tyson, and Enra. 4th comes in Diakobub. 5th, Damo. Oh, Mudgelina's run out of fuel. Mudgelina's run out of fuel. He's got a coast in. Come on, keep it going. Let's follow Mudgelina. Everybody else has had a checkered flag now. Oh, apart from Ian. Let's see how Ian's doing. No, Ian's had the checkered flag now. So Mudgelina, he's got 1 minute, 8 seconds to get round a 3rd of the lap, shall we say? Maybe a quarter? With no fuel. Yes. It's fuel injected.
Does that really matter at this point?
Only if you're looking for a carburettor. Did we see the carburettors in the stalls today?
Yeah. Couple, yeah.
Oh no, I must have missed them. 28 seconds.
Okay now. Nice little rabbit.
I like Kanan.
Lovely job. Thanks for the race, everyone.
I ain't finished yet. There's 10 seconds left. 10 seconds for Mudgelina to sort of get to that line, but I don't think he will.
Well, it's up front, but you might have to get out and push.
2 seconds, 1. Game over. Excellent stuff. Results confirmed. Great race, everybody. Really good race. The winner, Chrissy Vines. He's going to be absolutely pumped. Lovely jubilee. Right. Save the replay, Andrew. Right, now, normally I would do the thing where I go and look at what's going on. I suppose I could do that as long as it's quick. I can't be too long because pretty soon I've got to get going for another race, which is going to be a good 3 hours from 10 o'clock tonight, which Chrissy Vines is also involved in, and a few other people, I think. The Plebs charity race.
Did you want to look at something what happened on lap 16?
There was lap 16 when we saw Tyson had got past Enra. I would like to see that. There was a few little things, but unless anyone's got any specifics.
There's a 10 o'clock one is tomorrow night.
I thought it was Saturday at 10 o'clock. Wasn't it Saturday at 10 o'clock?
I don't know.
Oh, it's tomorrow night, is it? Oh, okay. Well, that's good, because that means it's not tonight. So I've stressed all day about it for nothing. That's good. Yeah.
You can relax.
Dear God.
Take off your shoes, kick back, and kick some children in the head.
Okay, thanks, Nick. Definitely wouldn't have been comfortable if you were in here. Yes. So, Nick, how about our idea of making a steering wheel out of granite, cast iron, steel, yeah, billet steel, you know, and JCBs and Tonka toys. You can call it a Tonka, you know, just like you won't ever break. Right, that was really good. What are people putting in here? Thanks for the race. Thanks for the race. Thanks for the race. Oh, no problem at all, Mr. Diakobub. Commentation. Is that a real word?
It is now.
It is now. Commentation. Now, well, we'd hope it would work. It needs to be made out of the kind of electrical systems that were used to make Battersea Power Station.
We'll get in touch with NASA to work on the electronics.
What you need is to get in touch with the Russian ones, because their stuff's been hanging on for years without any maintenance.
Well, I think it's the Ukrainians now.
Oh yeah, maybe we don't want to talk to Russia. Fair enough. Good point.
10 second head stop.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do? Let's go to. We're going to leave the room, everybody, and we'll at least have a look at the start properly. Anybody else got any requests to have a look? As I can relax a little bit now. I don't want to be on too much longer though. I've had a long day. So Sandidno decided to be cold. Sandidno? Mind you, it was very funny when that got the bus announcer, the pronunciation, some of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was just very special. You know, you'd think that when they're paying someone to do that, they'd find someone that can say the words.
Yes.
They could pay me, I'd do it.
Yes, but you do it in different tones and accents.
I'd probably, well, if I was kind of like in North Wales, I'd be like, Trevor, for the Trevor, English, bastards, get lost. That's what I'd do. Go back to Liverpool. We don't want you here. Just send us your money. Anyway. I gave everybody. Oh yes. Yeah, because who was it ended up sort of like? We saw having all sorts of fun going around turn one because we were on board with Christy Vines. Oh my God, they're playing music. Ew. Right, we go. Oh man. On board with. Let's try from 4th position. We're going to start from 4th position. Lights out and away we go. Oh, Ian got a terrible takeoff there. He was a bit late with stuff. I suppose being safe, make sure no jump starts. Definitely the right place to be because it seems to be like the two groups. Oh, Andre! That's what we saw. We saw Andre come from 10 miles back and just visit everybody. All right, let's try that again. Let's go back to the beginning. But we'll go on board with. So Andre was in lights. We'll go on board with Scorpion Mika. Congratulations, Mika, by the way, for getting round and keeping going. I know you're a long way back, and it's a terrible thing to be there and just, you know, feel like you're not having a great day. Oh, bit of a opponent. Got an excellent start. Look at that. Porsches 4 abreast. Great start by Mika. Ahead in the Aston Martin, obviously the brakes just didn't work. Boom! Straight up the inside. Oh yeah, let's just go back a little bit and see what happened to our Damo. Down the outside. Brake. No. So saying about that one, you've got to get the braking right on that one. If you can hook the corner, no problem. I remember the first time that I watched Hugh in a Renault Clio. He was used to sort of slightly more sporty cars with decent brakes, and it just wouldn't turn, nor would it stop. And he went into that one, and every time he went anywhere near any corner on this track, he just head-butted something with the car. Well, I'll tell you what, mate, considering that you were that last and that far back, Damo, I think you did a damn good job to get up to where you did. Cold mediums. Oh dear. I always work on the principle of, you know, I'm saying this like I do this a lot, but I don't know the other way of saying it. I do actually try and work on the principle, if I can, and not get too excited, that there's half an hour racing to go and I need to get round all these corners. If I was skillful enough, I could actually say that was a philosophy of mine, but it's like... Yeah, it was gutting to not see Nick there. So, people seem to be having fun. So Mika got a superb start though, didn't he? He was right up there, and then people just seem to be going past him. So, at the front, we had the battle between Chrissy Vines and Tyson. Yes. So he's challenging him, definitely challenging him for a long time. Let's see how he's with him, and then he's so end of the lap, bit of a gap, beginning to develop. I think of the word. Enra. Well, we were on board with you, Diako, when you were really challenging him, and then you just, I don't know, got a bit excited coming out of a court, one of those left-handers, and Chrissy. And then once you dropped back, it was harder for you to sort of put pressure on him. So you see, Tyson, 3 laps in, because we left him alone for a while, but then there's a little bit of a gap starting. And I think that what happened was Tyson, you can confirm or deny any of this, started fuel saving to give him that bit of extra stuff. Meanwhile, you can see Enra is catching up. Diako's right behind him, as he says in our chat. Definitely pushing him. Enra didn't seem to be able to make up any room, any space on Tyson, but Tyson here, you can see, he's definitely dropping back a bit, isn't he? So this is lap 5. I mean, look at your times, Diako. Pretty consistent, isn't it? 142, 142.8, 142.4. So they're all within 4 or 5 tenths of each other. Enra 142, 142, 142. So 142.0, 142.5, 142.0. So that's Tyson, and then is that Enra? better than not driving, yeah. So who do you feel, Enra, who do you feel was... Is there a specific thing you want us to have a look at with the overtaking? Anyone? I mean, there's like one person, 2 people in total that you were having battles with, and I just wonder whether you want us to have a look at it for you so you can see for yourself. No? Yes? No, that'll be Nick's keyboard. Yeah, Nick's keyboard would have back in. Let's have a look. So Diako don't know the lap. Well, we're on board with Diako now. We're following him as you're putting pressure on Tyson there. So we're going to get to see you overtake Tyson again, because we did see it before. Lots of pressure, lots of pressure. Switch back. You got a nice drive out of there, entering the last of the nasty left-handers. Oh! So Vines was on the pad. Judging by the tyre wear, I reckon that Tyson's on a wheel, because the pad does... Oh, up the inside, up the inside. Tyson didn't bother to defend too hard, so Enra gets past. Diako still with them. See, that's what happens there. You see, that's what I was talking about, when you try and go into that corner too fast. He didn't hit on the inside, but then the speed. He put his foot down. If you put your foot down too early, you just understeer out into the arm cab. So Tyson still keeping with Enra, not giving up. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't go through the positions in my usual fashion. So Enra, this is where Enra and Diako go into the pits. So we go do. And where Tyson took him again with his extra lap. Remember that? Damo is back in 5th. Good recovery from the back. Oh, see? That's the kind of stuff you don't want to do. Yeah, going around the previous corner on the grass stopped him being able to take that corner properly. So I reckon wherever it was, right, we need to go much further back. Okay, let's go much further back. So this is where Diako's lost touch. So it's before the pit stops, when he was very close. Lap 3. Got the run on him up the inside. So he got past for half a corner. Is that the one you're talking about? My fastest lap with the meds, with the mediums, and the last lap before pit stop, yeah. So the only Unless it was before lap 3. Because that's the only overtake. He just outbraked himself. Didn't seem to be any coming together. No, that's the only one I can find. Enra, sorry. Right, let's go further forward where you're having the battle post pit stop. Enra with. No, back a bit. So Tyson's ahead. We were with you when this happened. Oh. So that's when you drafted him. Okay, Diako's now caught up, so well, maybe it is.
Lap 5, 6, last hairpin.
Oh yeah, just there. Yeah, we were actually on board when that happened, weren't we? Yeah, that was a bit of an ambitious. He tried to stop, but he couldn't do it. I think he'd outbrake. It looks to me like he's outbraked himself, Enra. So he's moved to the inside so he doesn't punt you off, and then just clipped you. But then he backed off to let you go. So I don't think there's a malicious intent. Just trying to correct an error of braking. So Damo's saying that overtake attempt was fair enough. Yeah, couldn't brake more. Yeah, the last hairpin one was a bit iffy. Yeah. That's into Vines. It's always malicious intent where Diako is involved. Well, I mean, whatever, Enra, you did a superb job in your battle with Tyson. Really good. We're going to watch. What I'm aiming for is the battle at the end. So you're out in front, you've got past Tyson, and then you come in for your pits. Oh shit! No, Johnny Depp and Amanda Heard. Yeah, I don't think you want Amanda Heard's lawyers. They object to their own questions. I mean, come on! Way! Woohoo! See, I'll give a 4 for that drift, personally. Do you want to see it? Here we go, you ready? Here it comes. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Vines is thanking Enra for battling with Tyson. Kept him off his tail. All right, so here we go. So Tyson's got ahead with the pit stops. Chris is ahead in the pit stops. Pulled a little bit of a lead. Enra's chasing him down. Oh. Sounds like the wrestling monkeys are out again upstairs. Oh, so a lot of. We were on board like this quite a lot with Enra and Tyson, weren't we? It's just when we went back to have a look at other battles. Well, that cat dog again, right? So lap 13. Rubbing bumpers. Oh yeah, we were on board before, and then he backed off to let him go. Got the draft. This is where he gave him that. here.
No, you're wrong. You know that thing where you're looking at something, you think, where's your glasses? And then you realise you're on top of your head.
Yes, okay. Tycho was So this is where Tyson ended up behind Enra. Enra got past him. Okay, this is where he had no grip. So I think that was the overtake. One of the overtakes I think that we saw, and then we needed to see. Corvette would have been nice to use here. Don't start Vinesy off. He won in a not Corvette, and you know how much he likes his Corvettes. Chrissy Vines likes his Corvettes. Chevys. It was Chevys we saw. I think we saw a car that was a modded car. The green one.
No. When we were on the bus, we saw a Corvette.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yeah. And pink Cadillac, and then a much nicer not pink Cadillac. Yeah. Coupe. So there was an open top pink Cadillac, which was hideous. So you can see the state of Enra's tyres here, because and how hard he's pushing, because just trying to get round this corner, back end's going, whereas Tyson's able to just hit that little apex. Oh, there you go. There you go. On the grass. Oh, Doug. That's Doug. It's race 14 GLR. Yeah. It's our Dougie. Hey up, Dougie. Sup, dude? What's happening? Or as they say in some adverts, what's up? No. Here we go. Here we go. Up the inside. Up the inside. This is what we missed. We didn't see this. Hence the recap. I don't know whether it's the BM or what, or just the Enra's style, because Enra, as we all know, is quite an aggressive racer, quite an aggressive driver. Mikey won the Pro, did he? Oh, good lad. So it looks like Damo and Diakobub are sort of fighting each other for points in the personal league.
Oh, okay.
He says they're going to Monza, where the Porsche is pants. You might be able to make it better. Oh, Enra! Wow, talk about that was close. It's all that power, isn't it? It's that grunt. Grunt and a nice stable rear end as you're trying to flick directions at places like Ascari and Senna and all this kind of stuff. I still hate Parabolica though. God, I hate Parabolica. I just don't know how to do it. I don't know. I'm either going too slow or I'm going too fast. I'm never just right. I'm either off on the tarmac, off the track.
You've never ever found the Goldilocks.
I've never found the Goldilocks zone for Parabolica. So Enra never caught up again. So that was the overtake we were missing. Oh no! So at the beginning of lap 17, Enra. Oh, that's right. Tyson went on the gravel. We did see that one. We saw that one. So we got past. What we didn't see was Tyson getting back past. Another drift there from Enra. Right, remember watching this? And he was trying to get around the outside, but he couldn't. Good battle, this. Maggie or Munson.
Oh, there he goes.
No, that's when he overcooked it.
Yeah, that's when his face hit
And then he had to give it another go. On the grass, lost a bit of time there, lost a bit of his lead. Oh, that's Ant. If you see Pagan Ant in the chat, this is my very, very good friend Ant, who's on holiday this week with me. Right, so he drafted him for the beginning of... Right, so yeah, that was where I said that Enra didn't want there to be a lap 18 because he would have ended up second. Yeah. Yeah. So Tyson drafted past, and then Enra lost a load of time. Probably fuel saving because yeah, there's hardly any fuel, and several people have already finished. So we know how this finishes. So let's stop there. What I want to do is go down to Damo Muggelina. And I want to go back lots because those two were battling and Damo got past Muggelina at one point. And we missed that. So quickly have a look at that if we can. Yeah, there we go. On lap 8, let's watch. Right, Muggelina comes out of the pits in front of Damo, who's already done his pit stop. So if you ever see Pagan Ant in the chat, the voice in the background is who it is. It's amazing the difference we get with the different races because we all see all you guys racing all these different series, and the results are so often so very different with the same people, maybe a different car. So how's this working out? Muggelina's got the defensive line. Damo can hold more speed, but he couldn't take a good line around the corner. Outbraked himself, managed to keep it together. Damo, how the hell did you manage to do that? I think Muggelina was very kind to you there. You going around the outside like that, Dirky Muggelina could have very easily just understeered into you accidentally. Okay, so that's how you got past on lap 8. It's odd looking at the TV with Roo and my phone. Oh, that's what you said. Right then. Oh, it's catching a bit. It's got the slipstream. Let's just watch corner 1, and then I think anybody got any other requests for anything they want to see that they can remember where it might be or who. Pete from Poland, Ian. So we've got Ian. Oh, what was that? Ah, Ian's in the pits. That's what it was. Gotcha. Did you two ended up having a battle? Nope. Did Pete from Poland get past you? So much more beautiful, Paul. He had beer yesterday. Okay, let's see how this is going. Come on. No, that was all done in the pits. Okay. Well, in that case, I think that's about everything. What I'm going to do is go to... Oh, come on. To the end. So I can do what I didn't do earlier. Yeah, I knew there was something where people that were fighting each other there. Yes, I knew something. Yes, that's why I was thinking of Peter from Poland and Andre. Lap 13. Andre catches Peter. Does he get past him on turn 1? Oh, what a beautifully... do you know what? That was beautifully taken. Let's watch that again. Let's watch that from inside. So he's got the initial braking phase, but he's got the apex and boom, goes round. That's super duper. I'm impressed with that. No, it's clamped onto my desk next to me steering wheel. The trouble is, Gran Turismo Sport, it just acts like a shifter. Clutch is not necessary. But in Gran Turismo 7, if you fit a racing, what was it, a semi-auto racing gearbox or whatever it was called, something like that, fully customizable racing gearbox, it acts the same as it does in Gran Turismo Sport. You don't need the clutch and it does it all for you, but you can use it as a shifter. If you fit the fully customizable manual gearbox, you have to use the clutch, and it operates like a clutch. It's not a switch, it's like a clutch. So me and Vinesy were having a chat about this, or somebody, I think Richie was involved as well. Oh, right, so there you go. It's a good little battle here between these two. About the problem you have, especially when you've got quite a powerful car, when you're trying to pull away gently and the computer's controlling the clutch and it's crap at it. But if you've got the manual gearbox and you can actually control the clutch and the accelerator properly, and it's much better. It was really quite interesting using, because it's been 7 years since I've driven a car, and it was quite interesting having to get used to. I've got so used to left foot braking. It was really weird. Really, really weird. So we got past. Mikey! Woo! Congratulations on your win. I understood your win. So, Peter outbraked himself. Though, yeah, outbraked himself into that bend. Let me just check. Let's go back, because that didn't look... It looked like he was ghosting. Let's have a look, see what was really happening there. Yeah, just it wasn't ghosting, it just was outbraked, perhaps. It could have been an issue with the controller, you know. So, Mikey, we now have, we're just saying about this, we've now got a 6-speed stick shift with with the wheel as well, which if you buy a fully customizable manual gearbox, or you've got a normal manual gearbox, it worked on that one, didn't it? Any of the manual gearbox choices in the tuning menu of Gran Turismo 7 works with the clutch pedal like a real gearbox. It even makes crunching noises if you try to change gear without the clutch.
Which you did.
Which I did quite a few times. But the great thing is that you can just disconnect the paddles from being gear change and have them as your handbrake. So that that's gonna make my rally stages a lot better. Right, I think that we've seen everything. Well, I'm not entirely sure that's true, but thank you anyway. Right, let's go. Fastest lap went to come on. Just getting it near the end. Right, so let's go through this. This is the order of business. Fastest lap went to Enra. And if I remember correctly, you get points for the fastest lap. 1:48.47. First came Christian Vines, then came Tyson, then Enra, followed by Diakobub. So that's the podium. Then Diakobub 4th, Damo 5th. Excellent job by both here. 6th with Mudgelina, another good job. Peter from Poland, great battle with Andre, 7th and 8th. Ian 9th, and Maruga Scorpion. Mika came 10th. Let's see. So Enra's fastest lap of 1:40.847 is a good half a second faster than Vines' fastest lap, and 2/10 faster than Tyson. So Tyson got a quicker fastest lap than Vinesy, but just couldn't. Well, he was having a good old battle with Enra, wasn't he? So there you go. That's what we've got. So we are going to say, anybody in the chat want to say anything before we leave? Tamo, there was some rubber banding going on with Diaco and you. Different fuels. And I see dead people. You again. I see dead cats. Right, so Diaco, tell your cat I'll pay it later for staying away from you, and we shall see you all. Thanks again, Drew. Thank you very much, Demo, and great job, all of you. Another very entertaining race on that little Italian island, and we will. So don't forget tomorrow, 2200 hours British summer time. Apparently, not tonight. Tomorrow. It said Saturday. It definitely said Saturday. Okay, so you know, we've got the Plebs 2-hour charity 2-hour endurance race. So there's going to be qualifying. There's going to be 2 hours. It's not going to be split into 2 1 hours this time. It's just 2 hours. There are 2 lobbies. I think me and Matt are doing one each. I guess depending on how many people turn up, and we'll see you there for some ridiculous fun. Nighty night, folks. Be good. If you can't be good, get a receipt.